Hi, my name is John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap's got the normal mixture of machining, a little bit of welding, a little bit of plasma cutting, and I'm going to show some more of my dad's engine collection. This is a little DC diesel engine. DC, Davies Charlton Limited. It's got a spring on to help it start. You wind against the spring and the spring turns it over. Little built-in fuel tank at the back. Nice little engine. That's had quite a lot of use by the look of that one. Marine engine. Once again a DC. A water jacket there for a cooling water. And a marine type flywheel. There's a bit of string goes around that V-pulley. That's how you start it. You can see the piston going up and down there. And covering that exhaust port. One and a half cc King Cat. Once again a diesel engine. That's obviously been used as well. A lot of these were flown because my dad did control line. Irvine engines. Another diesel. This looks quite a sporty version. Like a solid billet crankcase that instead of being a cast one. Instructions as well. And the last one for this week, 1cc diesel. And that's nice. Little silencer, expansion chamber. So you don't need to put the cast crankcase on this one. Once again, instructions. I need to make a shaft with a keyway in to fit that, and I've actually found a piece of, I think it's AN16T steel, which will be ideal. It's got one or two holes in because I was using this to test some Banggood gear on, but hopefully I can get 130mm out of that, which I can absolutely just. Right, so I'll chop the ends off this, put it in a milling machine and put a 8mm key slot into it. Lathe's cool, so I always run it in a slow gear just to get some oil around the gearbox before I start to put any speed into it. You hear that chattering there. What you've got to do with when you're parting off is, if it starts to chatter like that, you got to change the speed or just feed it in harder. Normally feed it in harder gets a result. It always gets a result. If it stops chattering, it's not the tool, and in this case it stopped chattering. I'm just going to reface this end, face the end, then put a centre mark into it and then turn it round to your end. This is decent material, this stuff, it's not rubbish. It's always easy to put a centre mark in when you're machining a shaft like this, because you never know when you might need to put it in a lathe. It always makes it a little bit easier. To get the length I need, I'm going to have to part it off between those two, and I'll put the kiwi in that slot, that hole there. That's the only little bit that's stopping us getting it from the full length. It'll not make any difference for what it's got to do. I've got the piece of bar set up in the vise, which is trammed into the machine very nicely. It's on a parallel, nicely gripped. I'm going to use this edge finder to find the centre of it. I'm just going to find one edge, the other edge, and then half them. And somebody was saying if I rotate this slowly, it'll give a more accurate reading, because it had got a little bit of run out. And we'll bring this in and it starts to touch, and we'll watch for the little light. The little light flashing on and off there, which shows that it is slightly bent. But if we so that's combined run out probably in the collet and the tool itself, more than likely the collet, whether or not. Right, so we're going to call that 0. 0 that one. We'll leave it at the same height and take it onto the other side. And do exactly the same thing with it. Bring it in, it just starts to touch. The light's flashing there. So it is kind of splitting the difference. Right, and all I've got to do is half that, and that's going to give us dead centre of the piece of bar. Right, I've got a cheap and cherry Banggood cutter in here. Here's a carbide one. This is decent material, so we'll be putting coolant on it straight away. Take a little bit more than that. The depth of the slot is measured from obviously the face of the bar, but not the crown of the bar, from across the two flats where the 8mm key slot starts. So hopefully take that one. settle for that. That other vice handle never did turn up, but there's something awful pleasing about whacking your belly in like that. Some lovely sharp edges on there, I just want to stone down them and derag them, and I'm very happy with that. Nice. It's even in the middle ish. Break that nasty sharp edge. Right, that's the finished result. Quite happy with that, nice and tight. No shake on it. I spent a bit more time on this little air pistol, and I found that that little cock and shoe there was badly worn, so I put a little bit of weld on the end of there. I put some new pins in, so hopefully now when we get it all back together, it should actually cock so I can use it. The pin that goes through there's got a little check screw in the end, it stops it coming loose, that's snapped off in there. I'll try and get that out and make a new screw for it. But for the minute we'll just put it together. And hopefully now it will lock out when I try and cock it. Which it has done. So that's it cocked there, ready to fire. So we'll put a target up in the garden and have a little bit of play with it, I think. It's quite a nice little thing to shoot. I think that's not too bad. All more or less in the same sort of 3-inch group. Hitting that fairly hard, I was just not going through, it was just a little 177 air pistol. But it's ideal for plinking right in the garden with.